Matawali orders shooting of motorcyclists carrying 3 passengers. He shuts markets and imposes curfews as well. Governor Bello Matawali of Zamfara State has announced the new measures aimed at curtailing the growing cases of banditry in the state, including the closure of all major markets. In addition the governor banned motorcycles Okada from carrying 3 passengers, as he ordered the security operatives in the state to shoot anyone flouting the order. Okay, calm down. He also banned petrol stations in the state from selling fuel except those in Gusau and the 14 local government headquarters. How would you carry... I'm guessing you're carrying 2 other passengers as the actual driver of the Okada. So you carry 2 other people, which means there are 3 people on the motorcycle. That makes sense rather than 4, because that'd be extreme if there were 3 passengers. Please. But I guess for a kind of state like that, I guess this will make it effective. I guess. I mean, it's not like as if you have this government consistent in terms of following through with orders that they give. So let's see how it goes. In addition, no eligible petrol station is allowed to sell fuel of more than 10,000 naira to a single customer. Similarly, the sale of fuel in jerrycans is disallowed in all filling stations, while roadside purchase, popularly known as black market, is entirely banned. Oh wow. All weekly markets across the state are suspended, but normal market activities of buying and selling for local consumption are exempted from the ban, the governor stated. The governor further ordered that the transportation of livestock within the state is henceforth suspended, while transportation of food within and outside the state must be verified to authenticate its destination. The new rules include banning of riding on motorcycles and tricycles from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the state, except the state capital, which starts by 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day. So how effective is that? Because I don't know. Of course, it's limited movement in the night. He called on all citizens in the state to observe the rules to avoid unfortunate events, as security operatives would treat offenders as suspected bandits. Lagos is the... Okay, that's very different. Yeah, I'm funny how, I mean, again, it's not like as if all these are not needed, but it's funny how it's very much proactive. I mean, it's very much harsh rules with a sense of urgency. I mean, as they should, 100%. I mean, you can't pretend like as if it's all, hunky dory, all that. It's not roses and petals and nice flowers in that part of the country. So of course, I guess the sense of urgency and the the harshness in which these rules have been set. I mean, I guess it's needed for people to follow, but honestly, because the bans and the restrictions are in the night, of course there is limited movement in the night. I don't think it'll be that effective. I think what that really has to happen on the part of the government, the state government there, is just to increase the intensity of their security force in the night. Also the daytime, but of course in the nighttime it is highly unlikely that you'd see passengers on the road. But yes, I think that to a large extent, just staying in houses, and I guess the curfew strictly imposed should do something. I mean, I think it's going to be effective if followed. I mean, there's no reason why this should not work. But then again, it's Nigerian government. But I think they're serious about this. I think they're seriously about this, in this set of rules, because there's been outrage. Not outrage, but like, if things continue to go on like this, it will just be like we don't have a government, and it will look extremely bad on their part. In which, okay, fine, I understand that as Nigerians we say they don't care. Which, okay, fine, their actions show that they do not. But I think they care about themselves enough. They care about themselves too much and their image not to care to an extent where, it's now a thing where, okay, as a from what I did in the office, I'm popular for disregarding my people. I don't think they'd want that. So yeah. Someone says, I don't know how all these governors think and who is advising them. For you to protect your people, you are bringing useless rules. It's very simple. They will as well change their strategy. Governor, please get sense. It's not that. I think it's this is not the only strategy. Absolutely not the only strategy at all. This is basically giving sort of instructions for the citizens to do to play their part, and I think it's good. I think it's good enough. In the nighttime, of course, logically, movement is reduced on a normal thing. Movement is of course reduced in the nighttime, but I think it's just to make sure that people play their part so that in the night, which as you know, which it should, the security force can actually again. This is I'm talking. This is a logical thing. I'm saying so, which means that in the night, the government can fully enforce its security agencies so they can do the best that they can, and that would be very much that'd be very much it because a lot of attacks that happened in the night, people night travel. Again, it's not like as if it's like so ineffective. People travel at night a lot, so it's not a thing where okay fine, it's not effective at all. Also in the daytime, I mean, I guess they're gonna have to put things to the intensity of how everything goes and how this first set of rules go, but really actually I think it's fine. And like in terms of like their tactics, uh I mean, it's not kind of they're exposing what these secret agencies are going to do. So someone says God should touch his mind and revise his statements. Okay. Someone says this one has run out of ideas. It's something again. If the people of the state are very serious, they will follow it. Um, if anything, the people of the state, if they are serious, the people of the state will literally hold the governor accountable and said, "Excuse me, you wanted to do these things because." They need to understand that their lives are in danger and they do not speak out. Well, not that they don't speak out. I don't even think they have some means or access to in terms of speaking out on a large thing, but they can make movements or whatever. But what I mean is that if they themselves are also serious about this government having and with a must protecting them, they're gonna have to follow up with no, obviously follow the rules and then follow up on the government and say, so what's the next step? What are you planning to do? We've done our part. What is your part? And that is it. It's more like it's leadership. You lead the people will give you feedback, and if they like you, I mean, that's why they put you there in the first place. Well, technically. So yeah, somebody else says, shift, let me laugh. Mr. Governor, you've changed your tune. Let me remind somebody from the north said attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the north. Don't forget your amnesty program. Enjoy it. Peaceful. Good morning, sir. And I guess this person's laughing because you can say that in a way the northern governors brought this on themselves and their people. And that's why no one's gonna take them seriously. And I guess that's why the sympathy from a lot of Nigerians is just not even given at all. And compassion is not there because the governors themselves cooked up. I'm talking about the northern ones. They cooked up everything, and they're reaping what they've sown, and they're benefiting from the plan that they made for themselves. And now